and welcome to Reckless Moves, your Sunday night live D&D podcast. We have amazing players. My name is Michael Cremeen. I'm the Dungeon Master, and we have some players and a substitute today because one person couldn't make it. Let's start with Matt. Tell us about your character.
Hey, I am Matt. I play Rockham, who is just a little guy. He's a autognome artificer, and he is the your standard drop strength tank for the party.
Yeah.
Drop strength tank. Andy, tell us about Oobleck.
Yeah, so I play Oob. He is a plasmoid warlock, and he's just here for a good time.
Colin plays Arthur.
Yeah, I play Arthur, a tiefling. I serve as the party's healer, even though I'm a bard.
Absent but not in spirit, we have Roger, who plays Ridley, which someone else will be playing today. And last but certainly not least, we have Rob playing Gust.
Hello. I play kind of a simple-minded but thoughtful barbarian. I got myself a magic dad, and I'm learning all about it.
So magic dad, I like it. All right. Well, let's get everyone caught up. In our last session, and just so everyone knows, so they can plan ahead, we, due to travel and some other recording conflicts, as we are going to be dark for 2 weeks. Then we are every Sunday going up until we're dark on Christmas and New Year's Eve. So we have the next 4 will be 2 weeks from now for the next month. So where we left it, our party had a kind of an interesting encounter. I would say it was a ship-to-ship combat that somehow you ended up making allies with the very guys you were fighting. Some Githyanki had ganked a ship. You thought it was one enemy. It turned out to be someone who really does not like the Mind Flayers. Perhaps they hate him a little more than you guys did. During the raid, a couple of interesting things happens. One, you dialogued instead of firing. You had one of you revived one of the Githyanki, which was shocking to them. And I correct the quote was, "Well, you were goo, now you're good. And so don't be goo again." I think was the quote I wrote down. The name
That sounds like us.
the name of the ship captain was Opsili, Opsilili. So he has offered to, stay in touch if you ever do want to go raid the Mind Flayer hub, the Aristes. Although you had kind of a challenge with one, so I'm thinking 30, 40 of them might be, might want to wait a while.
We got
it. The interesting things that you found, though, besides a keg of Zaxa ale, which I think, Gus, did you try that yet?
No, I don't
Not
think
yet.
so.
You just have that in your ship. That was transferred to the Happy Cyclops where you were picked up. You also have 6 boxes, basically the equivalent of 6 sticks of dynamite. It's full of explosives, and that was kind of the wrap up. Other than that, Oob found in a secret chamber something which was named after the captain of the Nautolite ship that was crashed. You found something you identified as Gildada's boon. They haven't tried it yet, but you know that's what it is, and it's a dodecahedron that you can throw, and then depending on where you catch it, you have no idea what will happen, but something will happen.
I can't wait to use that.
Sure. Something will happen. That's kind of the summary. So you are on the Happy Cyclops for the express purpose, because just as you were back, just as you were back on the ship, Satio and the bishop were having a conversation. He is still under Gaius, and it is just enough travel time to make it to Bishop Agnon's court date.
That's true. Or got to turn you in, Bishop.
And so that's where we pick it up, is you have some conversation if you want on the ship. Otherwise, we can go forward, but you haven't strategized at all about the trial, what's going to happen.
Well, I figured it was like human versus peers, and we do know that one of his friends is still on the council lock, so I'm sure she'll speak on his behalf.
And we also can't really be seen as being too meddlesome, I feel.
Right.
Well, you are investigators who are hired by the temple, and at a point you originally were recruited by Krusk, but you ended up working with Bishop Agnon quite a bit.
Yes.
So I guess you guys should figure out how to play this, because you're all going to be witnesses.
Oh no.
So, do we have any like physical proof, or did any of us keep anything that we could show? I mean, or is it just really going to be our word versus his?
The
I
only-
asked you.
That's a great question, Gus.
I asked you.
Well, I would assume they'd put us under a zone of truth.
That's true.
Well, that's possible. But there are two things you have that you could have as evidence. One, this is the bishop talking.
Sure.
I don't think we want to pull the card of Valesto during this juncture. You know he's alive. I know he's alive. No one else does. But that Skywrite threw the church into a very defensive stance. So I feel if we bring that up, it's only gonna, bring their hackles up and make it worse for me. But we do have witnesses that I have reached out to who might be able to actually witness something that Krusk did. You guys recall it all?
Well, I mean, we did save quite a few people that he was keeping their family hostages.
That's right.
Satio's one of them, and he's under Gaius for you. He actually was one of the only people still alive that witnessed Krusk pay off the pirate. Remember?
Right. Yep. So, I mean, that's like, should be pretty damning there. Oh, we could pick up that person that we left in charges of the hospital. Right, we helped her out quite dandy
Oh,
with
yeah.
her. I mean, like, and she looked like one of those good cookies that don't crumble.
That is a good idea.
And if you can't trust a doctor, who can you trust?
What kind of cookies don't crumble?
So yeah, they were creating blood demons in the basement of the hospital.
This was
She
before
is still
Arthur's time.
alive.
Yeah, we went in the sewer.
That's right. You came in the back door, so you actually witnessed. Yeah, she would be a decent. We pull her in here.
Yeah.
Not here, but where you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also that elf prince that we rescued.
Will
Yeah.
Eversong?
Oh.
Yeah, he was also in the basement of the hospital, under lock and key, about to be golemed.
Right. Yeah. So if we have time, we should definitely pick up that doctor. And any like physical evidence of maybe one of the golems that, you know, she hasn't gotten rid of the body. I mean, they were made of clay. Well, no, actually they were made of bone, weren't they? Blood golems. So, but maybe some evidence.
I kind of set fire to that lab.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
true.
But
That is so funny. Well.
whoops. But the dwarf queen that we put in power in Bolthorpe,
Oh, that's right. I mean,
she knew all about Balthaselic.
right. So we need a dignitary could speak in all behalfs.
Yeah, royalty.
And you know, they're right fun to party with. So, but I kind of like it there.
Her name Midwell?
Oh, like Doolittle.
Mm-hmm.
That's just I was thinking.
Little. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I think we'll leave the Queen Ridka out of this sister for now, because if we need that kind of evidence, we could get a continuance, but we should be good at this. Well, he seems to concentrate for a second. I've sent messages for a few people to join us. I think only thing now is to, get to the temple safely.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Let's
So
roll.
how are you positioning yourselves?
This feels like a trap.
Feels like we might get waylaid.
The temple is evil.
I
don't say
assume-
that.
I assume Rockham is flying the ship, so he's probably at the helm.
Okay.
With his spell jamming helmet attuned.
Right?
I would imagine that I would be outside looking towards the horizon to see if there's any threats.
Roll a perception.
All right, then. Okay, perceptions.
Can I also roll perception since I'm flying and can technically view anything from any point on the ship?
Sure.
Not good.
So, Gust,
Yes.
from your point of view, you don't see anything suspicious, but you do see an inordinate amount of like full disembarking for ships and heading in the direction of the temple, in the direction of the city center,
Oh.
right?
There you
Because
go.
where you are, it's about a 15-minute walk to the temple steps.
Hey guys, it looks like we're going to be part of a parade.
A parade?
Right, a whole bunch of people are headed in the same direction as we're heading.
Well, there is the big trial, right? It's not just like a
Yeah.
a
We
big
need
event.
we need to be very careful. This seems like it could be ripe with assassins.
Agnon, you're sure this isn't a trial by combat, right? They're not here to
That would
watch
be
a show?
interesting.
That is not our way, but I think it's possible. So nothing seems odd to you, and marching though to your ship are what you guys recognize now as temple guards. You've seen their garb before. They're the only ones that wear kind of the golden plate mail. Everyone else is silvered or wearing robes over their chain mail or plate mail, right?
Sure.
So, matter of fact, one of the things that saved Bishop Agnod during that assassination attempt was the plate mail armor under his robe. So,
Oh.
well, half plate in his, but it stopped the blade. I don't know if you remember that. Remember, he was
Yeah, I
found
do.
outside while someone was taking his spot, a doppelganger.
Yes, I
oh,
do. It was snowing.
It was snowing. So the guards come and they just wait patiently and say, "Sir, it is our job to escort you safely to trial. If your friends would like to join, they certainly can. They hand you papers that you are
Oh.
subpoenaed for appearance today as witnesses."
Go.
Oh no. Oop gets a
And
little
so
greener. He's
they-
nervous.
They basically, the 8 of them, kind of one in front, 3 on the sides, 1 in back, and then they're kind of acting as a barrier so that you guys can walk between them with the bishop.
Well, I
And-
guess.
Are you staying inside or are you staying outside the 8 guards?
I mean, I say that we try to stay close to Agnon as we can if we're
Yeah.
worried about assassinations.
Yeah.
In case shit hits the fan.
Got it.
Rockham is kind of behind the procession of guards on the outside
Yeah.
because he can't see past them.
Oh, right.
Arthur would just be behind Agnon, but within the guards.
Okay. Well, Along the way, there's some people that are yelling, "It will see you hang," and other people are like, "Shut up." So the people are on both sides. Seems like pro and against the bishop. Everyone seems aware that he's on trial.
Oh.
So you guys are escorted to the stairs. You ascend the stairs. You go into the foyer where you're used to, but they escort you further into the building than you've ever been. And you, at the main throne room, you take a left, and you are found
Transitions.
Ooh. Whoa, that's pretty.
Oh, I
trying
do
to
like
fit
the map.
everything on the screen so that the stream can.
Unlocks your map.
The background of the map is not showing up. Okay. Need to refresh the. I'm refreshing the second time an image has. Reloading the stream.
No worries.
Well, that are watching app, hopefully.
I'm just taking advantage of being a prepared spellcaster. Don't mind me.
If I need to re-import anyone from having changed spells on a long rest, let me know.
No, I'm changing my spells in Foundry.
Oh, okay.
That I know how to do.
There you go.
See that? 20 intelligence.
The map is really pretty.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hoping
really
that
like
the stream
map.
can see it. Give it a second. So even if they can't see the map on the stream, as long as they can see the tokens, can see. Important part. But there's a beautiful courtroom scene from one of our. What the? Okay, well, they can see the. So I'll take a screenshot and I'll upload it to. Upload it to the.
Oh, perfect.
So the stream unfortunately doesn't see the background map, but basically the bishop is on trial and there's a court sitting behind them, and what you guys recognize is, having met her once, you see Cardinal Kafka is actually presiding,
Oh,
which is a good sign. Cardinal Duladane, who you also believe to be an ally, and then Cardinal Kanerv is on the left side with 6 other panel judges. You have no idea their background or who they are, but you can only assume they are part of the temple. Bishop Agnon is on the stand in the front. There's a defense lawyer, prosecution, and you guys. I didn't put all the tokens in of observers here, but I put all your tokens in. And so, after a bunch of murmuring, the gavel comes out, and Cardinal says, "Let's bring this investigation does anyone have any thing they want to say on the panel?" Duladane says, "I'd like to say that there's absolutely no physical evidence that Bishop Agnon did anything wrong." And Canner speaks up. "Well, a preponderance of the evidence doesn't mean physical evidence. Circumstantial evidence has always been ample to convict someone in our panels. So let's just hear what everyone has to say." Kafka speaks up, says to the bishop, "Would you like to make an opening statement?" I'm glad I wrote all this out.
Fair enough.
Yes, I would. During this investigation, I won't call this a trial, things shall be revealed that people here might not appreciate. And I am being persecuted from having pursued and conveyed the truth through my entire career in the temple. From being an acolyte all the way to my current role, which some would have stripped of me just from an accusation alone. Fair enough. Let's bring your witnesses. So
I sat up and cheer, not understanding the. Oh, sorry. I thought this was like what I did.
Would any of you like to take the stand? Speak on behalf of the bishop.
I'll do Rochambeau with you.
Okay.
Oh,
You can just tell me if you want to.
well, no.
Ooh, uses like mind read abilities.
All right.
He's very nervous.
All right. Well, then
No.
I throw scissors. You definitely. No. So you throw rock, I take it.
I mean, Rockham will wait his turn. He doesn't need to throw down rock, paper, scissors for his testimony. In fact, Agnon might not even want it.
The lawyers are looking at you guys like, are you going to say anything on his behalf?
Yeah, I'll go up and stand first. All right. Oh, hello,
right.
hello,
move you up
everyone. Yeah. Oh, hello, Your Majesties.
Not necessary. It's that honorific, but thank you for
Oh, well, I mean, you have a
judge
quiet.
or cardinal or ample, whichever you prefer.
All right, Mr. Judges. So, right, we've gotten real close with the Temple Daddy over here. Right, he's like a good friend.
Temple Deck. Thank you, Agent.
Yeah. Oh, and he's
Goes
been.
Bishop Agnon.
Yeah, that'd be him. That'd be him. And so we've gone on quite a few adventures for him specifically. And what he was trying to do was find the skunk in the ship. You know, the thing that makes it all smell bad and not worth being on a team together. And through our times, going from adventure to adventure, we found out corruptions. I think it's one of the words that you guys use. Throughout the entirety of all the places we've been going to. Fake badges have been issued. We've
Fake
been
badges.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you
yeah.
have one of these with you?
Oh no, we got ourselves real badges. I have your nose.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. You are licensed investigators.
Yes. With our time with him, and if need be, we can call into royalty to come and back up our claims. But we found out that Krusk over here, he was affecting people's family to do not nice things on public roads.
Wait, that's quite an accusation.
Oh, well.
Do you have any evidence that Krusk, who has worked with, this is Kanerv saying this,
Mhm.
who has worked with me for 25 years, I have found him nothing but honest. What evidence do you suggest that you have that Krusk has done anything wrong?
all
Who
got.
uses telepathy and goes, do we still have those bodies in the bag of holding?
No, I dumped those out.
Aw, shoot. Okay, never mind.
Remember, that was what we paid that guy for information.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Scratch that.
and that's actually the guy that's still on our ship, right? So we actually have well, we got ourselves what you would call a witness.
Oh, well.
I mean, me
I mean-
and my whole crew. I mean, unless you want to count me.
So you also, I'm going to remind you guys, in the bag of holding, you also have intercepted, because when you went to the keep and you persuaded the guy to walk you up to the cave, you saw evidence that guy was paid by Krusk.
Yeah, didn't we get like
The one that I think
yeah, we had
if
it
I'm not
written down.
mistaken,
Yeah.
Arthur gave him charm person or something,
Yeah, and we got
Yeah.
his book, I think.
and
Yeah,
the
we
book
have-
was
we have his ledger.
entries that showed, you have a ledger showing entries from Krusk
hmm
that was
That's
funding
right.
the dig into the summoning of demons.
I like to think that Rockham just throws the book at my head.
Yeah.
Hey,
reaches in the bag.
well, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it is right here. This is not like one of them girly journals where you write down your feelings. Like,
well, I will not make you roll that as soon as they see this ledger, you see Kaner perceptibly uncomfortable.
Ooh.
all right. Can I come up to
The lawyer says, we'd like to put this in as defense exhibit A.
what he said?
Yes.
Uh,
And the lawyer walks up, grabs it from you, walks it up, and has to stretch to put the book in front of Kafka. Kafka opens it up, takes a look. We'll accept this as evidence. Oh, can I take a look at that?
Yeah.
Well, no, evidence must stay with the chief judge until the trial part is over. Then we'll adjourn and we can all look at the evidence together.
Judgy,
Judgy.
is there a way before we do that we could just make a copy of said ledger? That way we knows that there's nothing that happened in between this time and that time. Because I've heard of a thing called like illusionary scripts and shits. And so you can do quite a few things with paper if no one's looking at it.
I think you already did make a copy of that, remember?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
good.
In the
Load it.
while you were waiting for your googly eyes at the
This is
Goldthorpe.
Yeah, I think Ridley made the copy.
All right.
Nice. Way
So-
to go, Ridley.
So just as everyone knows, we are also still in possession of a copy.
Okay.
So we'll know if any of y'all
Yeah.
mess with it.
Yeah. So that's really all I got to say. And I
Who said that? Oh, you're not in a bucket right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting. I'm a witness.
Yeah. I think I've dug this hole as deep as I can.
Thank you,
So
sir.
I will curtsy
Would
and
anyone
get
else
off
like
my way.
to speak? Or
I
has a
would-
memory of Bishop you want to convey?
I would like to field any questions that you guys have, and of course, I have plenty of amazing memories of Mr. Agnon.
You a character witness or a fact witness?
Yes.
I'm a little bit of both. So when we went to, we were originally hired by Krusk, as you know, and we went to the northwest part of Analoria to investigate some murders on the road, only to find that we were among the intended murderees, as it were. And we actually reported this to Agnon because he was the closest bishop, Krusk being back in the capital. And he actually helped us uncover the dastardly plot of, I believe it was the pirate Captain Balthaselic to kidnap people and then use them as leverage to get their families to murder investigators on the road. And those murdered investigators would get turned into flesh golems by some unsavory fellows in the basement of a hospital.
That is so true.
Well, interesting. Thank you. Do you have any evidence of this? Or
Well, we have a witness, Dr. Dooley from the hospital in question. We did blow up the lab, so actual tangible evidence of that might be hard to come by.
and bailiff, go call the witness. And in comes Dr. Dooley. Walks up, gets sworn in.
Oh, it's her.
And she sees Gust and blushes a little bit
Aww.
Hi.
because you guys shared quite strong
Boy.
drinks on your first. Oh, something happened. That she just went way. I don't know what just happened there.
Sorry, I cast Vortex Warp. It got away from me.
Okay, so she stands up beside Agnon in the witness stand and says, "What the young metal friends said is true. I am the owner-operator of a hospital which was supposed to be protected by the temple. However, I know a couple things occurred because my friends came in kind of the back way, and Captain Brith, who was responsible for the hospital, reported to Krusk. And after this amazing group cleared out some awful things going on, we discovered that there were some devices and people making flesh golems in the basement of my hospital directly under Brith, who worked for Krusk.
Agreed.
Here, here.
And these guys are like, well, you don't have any evidence of this. This is you're a fact witness, but where's the evidence? And she reaches into one of her bags and pulls out what can only be described as beautiful sketches of these devices and what was left after that you didn't destroy downstairs. And it says further, I'm not the only witness. And the door is open.
Dun dun dun.
And an elf that looks very familiar to you.
It's our other witness.
The one you rescued from the hospital in the cage.
There we go.
Will. And
What's up,
Will
Will?
comes up, says, I was captured by Krusk himself, put in a cage, and I witnessed Frith creating flesh golems from the dead people from the morgue that didn't make it from the hospital. I also witnessed people that weren't well be murdered so they could create flesh golems in these horrible compression devices. I saw several golems get created, and this party, the Happy Cyclops Trading Company, is that correct?
Yep.
I think
LLC.
we've made one delivery, so technically correct.
LLC. I forgot the
best
LLC part. The trading company has done more to uncover the horrors and proceeds to say how you rescued him, let him out, and that he owes you a life debt as a result.
Aw.
Ooh, I like him.
Yeah.
So he goes and sits down on these benches, as does Dooley. The benches. I don't understand why. This is the second time we have been able to see an image in the stream. I wonder if it's because the stream is in Firefox. I might have to use a different thing for the stream. But in any case, is that, Bishop, that's quite a lot of evidence. Do you have any more? I have one more witness. I will say he is under duress, but he is a direct witness to and Satio, who is under Gaius for another 12 days.
Oh.
Remember?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yup.
And Bishop is very clear. He is under Gaius, so he must tell the truth because he was afraid.
Mm.
And he concentrates and says, well, I know that I killed some investigators because Krust had his head start to hurt. All right. He captured my family and said they were going to kill him if I didn't do what he said. And I tried to kill these guys. I failed because they're here. But I received my money directly from Krusk. And Any other witnesses? Anyone else need to say anything? All right.
Arthur will just step
Then
up.
Everyone take your seat. We will deliberate.
Hold on. Was Arthur going to go?
Yeah, I think Arthur was gonna go.
Oh, go for
it.
Okay.
I'll step up and say, Your Royal Highnesses.
Royal Highness.
The Royal Highness. I don't know. The only thing that I can add to this conversation is that Temple Daddy, aka Bishop Agnon, has always been a cool dude and has always done things in a manner that you would be proud to have him as your bishop.
Aw.
And that is what I can tell you, because I've taken bad notes about the campaign. But but that's the only thing that I can add to your deliberations.
Yeah. I like it.
There's some details that you guys don't remember, but do we need to deliberate? And Kanerv goes, well, that's the policy. We always have to go deliberate. Let's go have a conversation. And they walk all to the center, and they are in hushed tones. See that Kanerv is visibly irate. The other guys, they start taking, I guess, a straw man vote, if you will. And they all return to their seats. We're ready to render a verdict based on the evidence, both written and character and factual witnesses. We find that Bishop Agnon has done nothing wrong, that he has uncovered one of our greatest embarrassments. I am issuing a writ of arrest for Krusk. And Kanerv has disavowed and excommunicated Krusk. He has no more privileges of the temple. And there is a 10,000 gold reward for bringing Krusk to justice. Bishop,
Woohoo, justice!
you are...
Arthur looks around at his colleagues. We're going to get Krusk, right?
Wait, do sending stones come with LoJack? I'm just curious.
No, but that would be interesting.
Cyclops the Bounty Hunter.
Cyclops the Bounty Hunter.
LLC.
Yeah.
Well, the bishop looks at you all, says, "Can only thank you. I'm going to stay here. I recommend that the guard help you with your ship. And Will and Julie, perhaps I could implore upon you to return them safely home."
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Well, I'll put Quill and Dooley, and we'll
I just remember what happened the last time we returned someone to that village.
Nope.
I pushed them out of the airship and cast Featherfall on them.
But did you die?
They did not die.
There you go.
In fact, I'm sure he never had to pay for another drink
Oh
again.
my god. I love this video. I'm going to put, just so you know, we usually hang in the so this background works fine. It's the same map maker. I understand. Anyway. So you have Satio to deal with, who has served his purpose. He's under Gaius. The Dooley, needs to go to the hospital, and Quill, I believe, lives in. Yeah, Five Grove City to the south. So, you want to see the world map, or you guys remember where these things are?
I say we go return Dr. Dooley first.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I mean, hospitals are pretty important.
And now, yeah. So you fly over to Saldo's, and you dock at the. Are you flying in like you did last time at Saldo's?
Yeah.
And tethered to the airship dock.
That sounds good to me.
There was a
Yeah.
bar called the Griffin's Roost, if you remember,
Mhm.
from a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a while.
She says, I can only thank you for the least I could do is testify really on your behalf. Because
Aw.
if Bishop got convicted, you were next. You need that protection. And
Oh, snap.
Bishop has been great at taking control. I don't know if you know this, but Brith now reports to Agnon.
Ooh.
So he's been nothing but wonderful, and he's actually become quite a nurse, helping people instead of turning them into golems. Just so you know, we dismantled all of the devices, and we shattered the summoning star.
Whoa.
It's in the concrete itself. I don't think that can ever be used again to summon.
Excellent.
The anytime you need anything, if you ever hurt, if you need a place to lay low, come to the hospital in Saldo's, and thank you. And she
Aw.
actually you've got your air elemental who's basically patrolling the deck.
Heck yeah.
And she goes up to him and goes, and because remember they had met before,
Oh, yeah.
so she proceeds to exit the ship quite safe. You may see her again.
Ooh, I like her.
Yeah. That's nice.
So Quill, while you're sailing southwest from Saldo's to Flaggrove City, the southwestern city, an elven city, and he says, I can't thank you enough. If you ever need help or a place, and winks at Ridley, says, we have something in common, and gives him a piece of paper written in thieves' cant.
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
And
That's
Ridley
exciting.
takes that, reads it, and says, we may take you up on that.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Um,
cool.
It's an offer of Ridley says it's an offer of a safe house.
Oh, nice.
Anytime you need a safe house in any elven city,
Ooh, any Elven city.
which
Nice.
are the ones to the north. I can show you the map again.
Hmm.
But the Will heads out, and he actually apparently has some magic too, because he just jumps off the side of the ship. He is not waiting for you to dock.
Fair enough.
And you look down, and he's just out of sight.
The last we'll see of him.
You
Thank you,
didn't hear a
strangers.
splat,
Yeah, right, yeah.
just so you know.
Well, we're much too high. We're much too high up to hear this flat.
Yeah, right.
That's true. That's true. And last but not least, what are you gonna do with Satio?
Well,
Killing.
no.
Yeah.
He can
That's what Luke
splat.
says.
Well, I mean, he confessed to his sins. You know what I mean? In fact, are we even, like, should we even still have him? Because, like, he kind of confessed to doing bad shit in court.
That is true.
It was under duress though, because he was also being extorted.
I mean, I think our responsibility to him is
Well, that's-
finished,
that's-
right? Yeah.
That's the thing. He was under duress, but he did those things. So he's murdered investigators.
Yeah, has the
Yeah.
So we're not fighting for his freedom. So whatever the court decides to do with him, I think that's correct. You know.
Yeah.
We probably should have left him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we would have. I think can we
So-
hindsight that? Like,
I mean,
Hey,
if do we still have Temple Daddy with us, or is he gonna go back to his tower?
Matter of fact, if you want to give me a ride back to the tower, I'd appreciate that.
That's fine. Well, why don't we just leave?
He tells the
Satio-
guards, I'm fine. I will get transport here. I am perfectly safe. The guard's like, we're supposed to stay with you.
Well,
Supposed
they
to
can
stay
come
with me
too.
here in the city, but as soon as we take off, we aren't in the city.
no
In the
talities.
city, so guess we can't guard you if you aren't here. Huh?
Very true.
Correct.
Rockham tries to kind of pat the guard on the shoulder, do a little like punch on the shoulder, but he can't reach, so he kind of just taps him on the ass. And it's
They
just
work.
like, don't
Um,
worry, we
I
got
mean,
this. We'll keep him safe.
I could stay. Oh, and they all just harump off. Rump, rump.
All right.
Well, yeah. If we have to take Agnon back, like, why don't we just leave Satio with Agnon?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I think that is
Hang
a
on.
splendid idea.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Satio's like, can't you just send me back to jail? No,
No.
Don't like that.
I think you're going to make a wonderful valet.
Yay.
Yeah.
See, Satio, you're going to learn ballet.
Yeah, you'll be quite useful.
Just make sure he has some sort of free will left over at the end of all this.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
And
So all of this time that you've been the trial, dropping people off to where they're, because I want to thank you. You've proven to be crazy, resourceful, troubling, wonderful, and an altogether pain in the butt, fantastic group. I don't know how to say, I'm glad I met you. That wasn't a question. Come on, Satio, let's get the show on the
I
road.
mean,
We
If
know
you
what you
wanted-
mean.
If you wanted to say thanks, like, I mean, you could give us something that rhymes with bold rages. I don't know. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
is
go.
that- Yeah, right. Yeah.
Aw.
And
Oh,
he
shucks.
he goes to his tower, and the six of you, Akra says, "Look, we've been on duty quite a bit, and we need to rotate out. We're gonna leave you guys here. Tell me where you want to go next, and I'll set the autopilot, at least for that direction. So I'm gonna pull up the map, and you tell me what you're doing and where you're going."
Who wants to go to space?
I mean, we've kind of accomplished our earthly problems.
Yeah.
Unless we're trying to get some get 10K, basically.
Right. Oh yeah. Unless we want to go after Krusk. That's true.
I thought he wasn't arrested.
No, there's like a manhunt.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we got no leads.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, let's see.
Depends on how good your notes are.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the hippo ain't here right now.
Roll a. I'll tell you what. Just as a refresher, roll an Arcana.
Oh, like everybody?
Yeah, just give me a sense. Just everyone roll an Arcana or History, whichever is higher for you.
I did it, and I crit. So
I did not crit.
15.
Arthur
Ooh, dang,
knows.
Arthur's like, well, I remember.
Do you remember?
I remember back in back when you have before you went in the hospital, you guys were wearing your Happy Cyclops guard, and then there was you had a guy that you called bait named Vincent, and Vincent actually told you that the Krusk had taken one of the ships from one of the Balfacelic ships after you killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he took off
Oh yeah.
in one called the Caliphon.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was right before you went in the when Oob went down in the sewers and escorted you guys in the back door, and you cleared out the hospital.
Mm.
But you do remember because Vincent and what was the other guy's name? Sari. On top Sathiel, they were all blackmailed by Krusk. And one of them said, yeah, I saw him take one of Balfa's ship called the Caliphon.
Oh well.
That's the last time you knew where Krusk was.
Oh.
However,
Well, we know that he has access
you
to
also
one
have
of
a
Balthazar's
couple
old ships.
contacts. Remember Hildy?
Oh yeah.
A undercover elven spy who worked for Chris, the idiot, information broker.
Hmm.
I
So
do
you have
remember her.
a couple information brokers who might know,
Well, we got a
Hildy-
name and some people.
and you might want to check with oh yeah, Princess Fari.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And who is in oh yeah, where what saved you from being put to sleep in that combat was rage.
Yes, that was me.
And so that's where you kind of,
well, I think that we should probably
so
go.
those are three leads that Arthur remembers. It's like, oh yeah, the princess, and we could go talk to Hildy, the elven spy master who was friends of Quill Eversong, and so there's three leads.
I say Hildy.
You called one of them
Yeah.
Quaff Waffle. Quaff Waffle. I
They
don't
deserved
remember- I don't
Yeah,
know why.
She deserved it. I don't know why, but well, so it seems as
I don't
though
remember why you did.
we can either say screw Krusk and screw the reward money and go to space, or we can go after Krusk. I don't really care which, so discuss.
Well, see, you weren't here, but he kind of sent us off to die.
Yeah, I heard about it, but
Yeah. So that kind of colors my
Opinion.
my assessment of the situation.
I mean, also, I would say that he's a powerful enough asshole.
And you should be able to see. All right. So where you are, I'm just gonna zoom out. You had your trial was the temple. You dropped off Will here, and you also and you dropped off Hildy. I'm sorry, not Dr. Dooley. And you're heading up to Formac to talk to Hildy. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Full Theater sailed into the port. It's only a 10-minute walk to the center of town, and you see the wonderful sign outside, and it just says Chris's shop. And you know now that he's the information broker. Are you going inside?
yeah.
Yes, but I think Rockham's going to hang to the back of the group this time.
You don't see Chris. You actually just see Hildy behind the counter.
Oh.
Says, oh, my friend. How
What up,
are
Billy?
you?
I'm good. How are you? Well met.
Well knucked.
Sucked?
Well knocked.
Correct.
No. Oh, I like these new horn tips.
Oh, you noticed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, useful. But anyway, we are looking for a certain excommunicated bishop.
I mean, wasn't the trial just yesterday?
Yeah, we were
man.
there.
It was only one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a very compelling witness.
Well, Krusk has stolen a ship, or stolen a ship, uses quotes. I think the idea is that someone who may have sponsored him arranged the ship for him to go off world.
Huh.
He's gone into I don't know if he's in the Feywild or in wild space, but he is flying a ship solo. So he just can't I don't think he has the capabilities to go too far.
Oh.
Do you know where
So
he
maybe
would
he
have
would-
where he would have left from to go off into the yonder?
Well, it wasn't here. As you know, we pretty good at stopping and spotting airships and like yours that, you know, flew in the sky and then landed in our lake. You might
It's
want
an
to
excellent parking spot.
be more subtle. But anyway, if I understand that Scarwatch had a incident, so I doubt he's flew from there. I don't know. The only place that might have him does have some contacts in the in Eris, but that's quite a travel. Like I don't know where he's picking up his ship, but
Hmm.
he left 5 days ago from here. So
Oh.
Sans ship, right? He left from here without ship.
well, right, he still can use he could still book passage on a ferry using our shipping lanes. He could. I doubt from here the only place he's definitely not going to go to Bishop Agnon's temple. So the northwest is out of the. I don't think he would go all the way to the northeast because he has enemies in Zala.
Enemies in Zala.
Well, well, you did just say that he might be picking up his airship in Eris. So the Eris.
That's a. You have the possibility to intercept him before. Oh, I have to move the tokens. Center because I really some. Here, I'll put it.
Well, if he's going to the Eris, then he has to go all the way to either Kabakata or Avak Solib, and then go south. So we could probably get to Raima before he can get to either of those places and catch him before he gets into Eris to get his ship.
We could go down to the one under the temple, right? I don't know how to pronounce it, and the only way that I know how to pronounce it is less appropriate. So
Be a hoe, it's okay.
that's
Yeah,
What's wrong with Biho?
Yeah.
I mean, mine was going to be an insult, but you say it like an insult, and it sounds like an insult.
Ah,
All right. Well, what about like not just Bo, but this like area
Yeah.
here, this
Or
fork?
just go plant right there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we fly one of the passages, like we might just like see a ship down there too.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't have to do one of the airship routes. We can just, fly.
And we're faster than the sea ships.
so you're going to head from Formac, basically, southeast, and you're going to plant yourselves where?
I was thinking like here, this or Bo. Yeah, one of the two. I'm thinking here.
I think the crossroads. I think we just set up on the crossroads and
Showdown at the crossroad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you doing with your airship? And
We could send that to Bo. Looks like it has a place for at least ships to dock.
Well, I mean, we could always just leave it at the Eris Temple.
Sure.
oh,
Get Sam.
Or we could have the crew fly it to Arazale.
Yeah, because
Drop you
eventually
off
they'll
and then
probably-
fly to a safe spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll work.
That's kind of how we've been operating, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting. Um you're having them go to back, dropping you off here, and they're having that you go back to just northwest to Alrazil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And you're gonna, how are you setting up camp? What are you doing here to play and
Disguise
wait?
ourselves. Well, I guess we'll need to know the way of the land. Like, is it forest? Is it
This
you
is
know,
you're in desert.
desert? We're all going to need
You
a
see how the
lot.
I don't know if you can see on the map, but the trees kind of become less green until they become non-existent in the center.
We could kind of pose as like merchants on the road.
Okay. How are you? Are you all dressed in the same way? What are you doing?
Yeah, we will definitely need some dusty clothes, like a top. All of us, 6 tops. It's gonna be good. No, I would imagine. Well, you know what we could do? We could stop here first at BO, get some local clothing, and then head over here so we don't stick out.
You could absolutely do that. It would be about 30 gold for some desert attire. They also have these backpacks that have water sacks in them, and then like a little
A little
spigot you
straw.
can pinch.
Sick.
Do they have an oil bath to get the sand out of my joints?
No, they don't.
Oh.
Sorry. So
We'll
you're
get you a spa day soon, man. Don't worry.
you're gonna sit up here, and you're acting as merchants.
Yeah. After we pick up.
What are you selling?
Rockham's.
I was about to say they're the merchants and I'm the merchandise.
Actually, that makes really good sense. We found a treasure in the desert.
Okay.
And
Well,
I
there's
can
very
cast
little
this-
foot traffic, but there are a couple caravans, which basically are camel-drawn carts. So these camels are pulling carts below, and one guy stops and, what do you? A strange spot to be selling. What do you have?
Oh, it's like a walk-in talking trash can.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
Rockham.
See?
I mean, I'm
What is
not
it?
Rockham.
Yeah, he is like a slave. Right. If you need your dishes done, right, he'll just do them.
Oh,
How
I don't
much?
like that word.
Well, companion you don't pay.
I know, but yeah, that's.
What's the value of a human life? And then
But you're
multiply
not
it
human.
because I'm
That's
better.
the point, right?
I know I'm better. I'm more valuable. I don't
Only-
need to sleep.
It is a one-time purchase, though.
20,000 platinum. I mean, no one would have that on them in the right mind. But thank you. And he just goes on his way to the south.
The nerve
Um,
of that.
Yeah.
I'd like.
Arthur
So,
goes and sits
are
by
you-
Rockham
Are
and starts
you
playing.
doing shifts or?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we would, I'm sure.
All right. Whoever's on shift 1, roll 2 perception.
So do I just am I just on every shift?
You don't sleep. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We-
don't either.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I sleep.
Perception.
I cuddle Colden.
Oh, well, I don't notice anything.
Well,
so-
an 18 and a 1.
18 chip.
Manny roll another one. We get there too.
Oh, okay. Nah, I didn't do that much better.
Okay. 18 on your shift. Well, that beats a 7. So, after 3 days of sitting out here being super bored, it's very hot. You're got about a third of your water left. And from the north, in this segment, you see a few people riding on camels. Just a few people. They don't seem to be stopping.
Arthur uses Hat of Disguise to disguise himself as.
I have a very stupid idea.
Well, let's let Arthur complete this thought.
What's which one of the witnesses that we called would have never seen Krusk in person? Like actually. Because I want Krusk to want revenge for testifying, but for this person to be passable as not knowing who Krusk is. And I'm trying to think of which of the witnesses we called would qualify that way.
Dooley never saw Krusk, but Dr. Dooley was the only one.
Okay. I will turn into Dr. Dooley. And
Ooh.
yeah. And then I will approach the caravan playing my bagpipes and ask them.
Playing bagpipes.
Of course, I'm playing bagpipes. Of course, and ask them or say, "I'm sorry, I'm a doctor down on my luck. I kind of got stuck here, and I all of my money is back in the city that I'm from. Could you spare some coins?"
I
Could you
love
spare
that
some
city I'm
coin?
from.
Could
Or
you
I
spare
have-
some coin if I perform a song for you?
And they're wearing face covers, like bandanas to keep the dust out. And one of them looks at the other one and does anyone speak Undercommon?
One moment.
Felt like Oob does, but I could be wrong.
Let me check. Wait. No, not. You said Undercommon?
What about
I
what about
speak-
Max or I'll look him up.
Neither of them do.
No Undercommon, anyone?
Nope, I got Celestial.
Okay.
I got Gnomish.
Well, you hear
Super
a strange
helpful
language. They're talking to each other, and
Oh, hold on. I have like tongues or something. Speech. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One second. I don't know if it only works to read it though.
No, I think tongues is comprehend languages is reading. Tongues is
Right, okay. Comprehend language is what I got. I'll put it in the chat.
I mean, you can use that. You would understand. Lasts for an hour. Let me just look. because it didn't link. You understand the literal meaning of the spoken language that you hear, so you're going to cast that on yourself?
Yep.
Okay. What you hear, and only you hear, is I think that's that crazy doctor. Why is she doing here? Like, we should take her out. I don't know. They look a lot of them. There's only 3 of us. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll come back. And they just nod to you, bow a couple times. They start heading south.
I'll kind of like circle
So-
everyone off to the side, and I'll just like kind of hide all of our faces as they walk by.
So I say into my sending stone to Krusk that I still have apparently. Hey, can you look to your left?
And he pats his pocket and pulls it out. And then he goes to take off full tilt on the camel to run.
Oh
Okay.
Now
no!
you have a very quick. I will give you an opportunity to do an action, each of you, if you're going to try to stop him.
How far away
Yes.
was he from me when he did that?
I mean, they just started taking off when they realized their
But-
jig was up. So you have 3 people, one of which is Krusk.
All right, so on Krusk, I am going to ask to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. 1 sec.
To right next to us, right in the middle of our little huddle.
We might have to go into combat here. And what is it?
Vortex warp. I just teleported him into our party.
And so he's goes from riding the camel to like falling on his ass with his hands in gone.
Oh,
They just
great.
left his ass, and there's one empty camel just running behind him. So whoever was with him, they're gone.
Good friends you got there.
And he's sitting down there. It's like, "Ah, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me."
Oh,
You're
no.
worth way too much to us alive.
100% correct. Can
I don't know if you can do that to unwilling creatures.
That'd be kind of cool. Just be like, bloop. You.
Oh. Got material, so I can't do that. Because he doesn't have it with act. He goes to try to. He looks and he doesn't have his components. So like. All right. What do you want?
You're under arrest.
Yep. And we're
Are you
definitely.
serious?
Holy shit. We finally didn't kill one of the guys.
I know.
You're
That
lucky.
is sad.
You get to spend your life in a cell.
Yep.
They'll
Yeah.
never let me live long enough to serve time.
But
Well,
they will let you live long enough to get us 10,000 gold.
Yeah, and that definitely seems like a you problem. I'm not
I
gonna
could
lie.
give you 10,000 gold just to let me go.
Yeah, but that's literally the same deal. And this gets us the satisfaction of arresting the guy who tried to have us murdered.
Yeah. Then we get 10k gold, and we get to be good people.
Yeah, well, and the
Yeah.
satisfaction. I mean, at this point, it's just personal.
Yeah. Pretty sure you
Honestly.
tried to kill my friends here.
Honestly, we should probably take him to Temple Daddy.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they'll-
before we take him into court.
He
Oh,
needs
yeah.
another valet, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that could be good. How are you at making quiche?
Quiche.
I mean, I've always been a good cook,
Fantastic. You're going to do great with Temple Daddy then.
but what temple? What?
Easy there, Baguette. And I
What?
think we call
I don't
our
understand. Are you using a different language?
Yeah.
catching on now, aren't you? Definitely the crustiest. Never mind.
The crusty.
Never mind. I lost it.
The crustiest bitch in all of Azurvale.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So yeah,
Hours
I think we
But
take
I'm
him
not
to
crusty. I'm Krusk.
Yeah, right. I think that we take him.
I
to
Same
recruited
thing.
you.
Yeah.
He
Where's your
did.
loyalty?
He tried to have us murdered.
Yeah, but that was months ago.
I mean, and you're all like killing innocent people to make flesh golems from hell.
Yeah, that too.
But that's just because my boss made me.
Oh,
So-
whatever.
So how about this? You come with us to our boat, and we will call your former colleague, Mr. Agnon, and we're all going to have a great big powwow before we turn you over to the temple.
You know, if you want to save your skin there, giving
Yeah.
up your boss is a possibility. You know, kind of like if you're good, you get dessert after dinner.
And if you say no, I will punch you.
And still take you to Temple Daddy. It's probably the best deal you're going to get, especially if you're saying if we take you to the actual temple, they'll just kill you outright.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
perhaps you can be useful enough with your boss to finally put a nice big bow on all this. Who knows? Maybe they'll just make you work a mine.
or a mine.
Yep, that is it. That's also very humiliating.
Time is money.
All right.
Um. Can't do.
So while we
Because you took him off
Our-
his camel and his component
All
pouch
this
was
stuff.
like on the
saddlebag.
in his saddlebags.
So while we're having this conversation, I am tying up his hands. And since I have 50,
Okay.
since I have 50 feet of rope,
Yeah.
I am actually lacing it between each of his fingers.
Oh.
So he's unable to do somatic components.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
I may be dumb, but I'm real smart.
Hmm.
All right, fine. Well,
Yep.
congratulations. You've now got me murdered.
Well, you know.
Nah, I mean, all in a day's work.
You think
Have
Kane
fun.
Erever's gonna let me live?
Well, then you need to talk to the guy you screwed over the most, Bishop
Yeah.
Abnon.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan you and Agnon need to collaborate on if you want to go after the Cardinal.
All right. Well,
Oh, but he is a nice guy. Maybe you'll find forgiveness in that heart.
I wouldn't forgive you, but that's fine.
I mean, out of all of us, he really screwed over Agnon the most.
Yeah.
So I think leaving it in Agnon's hands is the correct way to do it.
I mean, he tried to have us murdered. I still think we win.
This is
But
true.
Agnon is a close second.
Yeah, right. That's fair. That is fair. Agnon had a bigger career to destroy.
Yes, that much is true. So, I guess so. Something that Rockham did that I didn't really have the opportunity to communicate was use his infusion to infuse a sending stone for the ship.
oh,
So, yeah, I'm gonna call the ship and ask him to come get us.
Acre answers, and talks in this tone really loud. I'll be there soon, because, okay, I hope you can hear me.
We'll find out tomorrow.
And they, no, it doesn't take that long. I mean, it's a few hours to get, at the speed of an airship. You're only going from our zeal to here. So, I'd say about 5 hours, because these are 30. Yeah, about 5 hours. And the airship appears in the distance, and Russ looks, used. And the airship lands and gets bigger and bigger, and kind of as it descends, there's a little bit of dust that kicks up, and over the edge of the ship you see a big air elemental face. Hello. And Kroska's like, what you're not gonna kill me, right? Taking me to Agnon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill you. I mean, somebody might, but it's not us.
So where should we meet Agnon? Or tell Agnon to meet us?
Oh, what?
I mean, he's probably back at it. We dropped him at his temple, didn't we? He's probably there.
I mean,
Oh, well, tell him, or actually I can.
I don't have a sending stone.
So I send a message to. I love how we gave the guy with the dumped charisma the sending stones. By the way,
Oh, that's fine.
So I send a message to Agnon, telling him to meet us at the airship docking at the Arizale Temple,
okay.
and that we have something to show him, but not to tell anyone else anything about anything.
Cryptic. I like it.
Okay. So you hear back, I shall join you presently. And you have take off. You basically you see other airships along that route between the Eris Temple and the primary temple. But you move faster than any of them. So your ship, since attuned and since there's a change that made it much faster for some reason, and you don't know exactly what that is. And you both arrive within an hour or so of each other, and you've never seen Agnon's ship because he's just taking one of the airships. He does have a few guards with him now, which you never saw him before. He has 6 guards always with him, and he sees your ship. Permission to come aboard?
Come, we have something to show you downstairs. I assume we put Krusk in the brig.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
I assume the brig. I assume the brig is downstairs.
I can put you back in the Happy Cyclops. You do have a brig.
Okay.
It's we're not going to go into the depths of the ship today, but you do have a brig.
Nice.
if you've explored the ship, there's
Yeah.
like brig. There's great kitchens. You've got wonderful like staterooms. You each have your own private stateroom. Oh, and I need to bring Rusk in. Rusk is here, so I'll bring Bishop and both Agnon and Krusk.
Before we show Agnon Krusk, I would like Arthur to look him over, make sure nothing's like out of place, maybe ask a clarifying question. Bishop, what when I was first there, what did the party when I was first at your temple, what did the party do when they saw me?
Talking about Agnon?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Well, Agnon commented on your new silver tips.
No, that was Heidi that did that.
The first
Oh,
time,
that was Hildy.
yeah, sorry. The first time that I met the party of the Happy Cyclops, how did they greet me?
Are you asking
they what?
Agnon?
Yeah, I'm asking Agnon. Just want to make sure we got the right guy.
Yeah, I get you.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Michael, I don't remember.
Yeah.
well,
so
I attacked him with Thorn Whip
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And-
and made him fall 10 feet.
That's
Yeah.
right. So
Oh yeah.
They were very friendly. Yes.
okay, so he relates that before they
Yeah.
knew you, they kind of attacked you first.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then
The
realized
temple
that-
was on fire, and it was kind of racist, to be honest. I was.
Hey, I went to the Happy Cyclops sensitivity training class. Okay, I'm good
I
now.
was the instructor, and you were
Yes.
absent 40% of the classes.
Still got a D.
Hey, when in doubt, see it out.
There you go.
So, but also, you guys helped me when I was injured, overcome a doppelganger who was trying to kill me.
That is true. In the
Yeah.
snow.
All right, good enough for me.
It all
And-
comes.
And you came to me when you were attacked on the road and brought one of your attackers for interrogation.
That is true.
All
Good
right.
enough.
That's how we
All right.
discovered the very beginnings of Rusk. Oh, I'm so happy.
You're welcome.
We thought we
Yo,
should bring him to you before we brought him to the temple.
So, at
And
what
Krusk, who
level?
has been, like, trying
Bound
to
and
get on
gagged.
your good side, he just suddenly is like very quiet.
Right.
Oh.
So,
the
I'll just
bishop-
call
The
that.
bishop walks up and says, "So, we can do this the easy way, we can do this the hard way, or we can do it the fun way."
Oh. Oop likes fun.
Fun. You got potato chips? I want to watch.
Well,
Ooh, I have gold
Agnon.
coins and heat metal.
yeah.
Mhm.
Agnon, we do want to and we trust you and the temple, but we do want to ensure that it is recognized that we are the ones that brought Krusk to justice in whatever
Oh.
form that takes.
Absolutely. And matter of fact, let me hold on. And
Good call, Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
he's quiet for a moment. He says, "It's on the way." So, the fun way would be to polymorph you into various things and kill you over and over. That'd be the fun way. We'd step on the
Nice.
rat. It would,
Come back.
Step on the
You'd come
snake.
back. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The easy way is you tell me everything under a zone of truth. I know that if you resist, everything. The hard way is I take you in. And I take you not to a jury trial, but I take you to the cells. Uh, not the temple cells. No.
Down to the cells.
No, please, no. Anything but that. I'll tell you everything. So, a zone of truth is cast. Is everyone accepting or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide for now.
And Rusk accepts it. And do you have any questions? I have several. So, Rusk, who funds you? Who's in charge of you? 'Cause you know that it's Cain Arav. My cardinal, Cain Arav, is the one who arranged, financed all of the things I did.
I got questions.
But I have no proof of that. It was all verbal. Yes, you have a question?
Yeah. Like, why are you guys such dicks? Right. What's the big goal here? Right. Getting rid of people's magic. That seems pretty innocuous.
Well, I mean, that's temple policy. I don't know that. I mean, I don't think Kirinov is acting alone, though. I don't. He could.
Did you know that Celesto was still alive and being held prisoner?
Well, yes. That's been passed on. The Red Guards, which we later started calling the Red Dawn. We want to bring the power of the temple to be absolute and get rid of all the goodies like Bishop, Agnon, and two others who they're so old they're going to die soon anyway, you know.
Wait, who are the other two that are going to die soon anyway?
You're always one funeral away from change.
That's
what they said in space.
That's what they said in space. Spacism.
Yeah, you know. Things get a little stagnant. Some same person sits on the board for 40 years.
There we go. I like it.
The other good ones are Duladane and Kafka.
Okay.
And
Oh, so they're the ones who are too old, who are really old. Okay.
Yeah.
and you know, I've heard jokes about someone falling in their tub. You know,
Mm.
accidents
That's
happen.
dark.
Is there any truth to the jokes? Any seedings of an actual plan?
Jokes? What?
There's someone
Yes.
actively trying to kill him.
Oh, well, nothing was stated as such, but it's been brought up.
You guys seem to work with like devils a lot. What are they going to get out of all this?
Say,
Well, you and your group. Every place we go, there's like devils that don't want to be in the, usage of you. They all seem to be underneath contract and are very happy when we release them.
well, I've never agreed with that, but the founder of our temple fought against Celesto was the one that was doing the demons, right?
No, that's not. I mean, we've seen kind of the past.
Wait, did you not know that they were summoning demons at Scarwatch?
What?
Yeah.
No.
The
that's-
people you paid were summoning demons.
I did not know that.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
god, he had a "Are we the baddies" moment.
Wait a moment. So this whole time, you literally thought that like we were fighting like on the side of a demon guy.
Yes, that's what I was told. That
No.
you're
You're the
ones
demon
that
guy.
want to bring about chaos and
Well, I do.
well,
But
look,
not in that way.
I did bad things to bribe people to do the right thing.
Yeah, no, dude, you
Didn't
played for
work
the
out
wrong
that
team.
way.
Yeah, it was the wrong thing though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Your
I was
guys
told
are the
the
demons.
ends justify the means.
For who though?
Like
Well,
the
my-
hellish.
My boss.
Hmm. Well,
I just was doing what I was told. And when
No.
and when I heard that he threw me out, I heard that there was an arrest going to happen. Guards told me that this was pending. That's why I took off.
Did you ever expect it to be us?
No. No. I don't know how. I don't even know how you even found me. That's
we have our
crazy.
ways.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty good at our jobs. You know, Cyclops the bounty hunters, kind of what we do.
Silver badges and all. No, but like so this whole time you had no idea that because every place we went, we kind of followed you, and every place that we followed you, or at least your track, demons were involved. Like, sorry, not demons, devils, specifically always devils.
Yeah, the Red Dawn like loves summoning
Yeah.
devils.
And like pirates and shit. Like,
Well, that I knew. They were under our employ. And that was to outsource the capture of our enemies where we could get leverage to I was told get rid of the bad investigators.
Somebody played you, it seems like.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Why do you think I was
Wait.
running?
Wait, you just hired us, but we were bad investigators?
I'm fairly sure we're gonna get like statues soon.
I know, right?
Well,
It-
we
We
hired a
just buy
lot
our
of
own
groups.
statues.
And then I was told that by Kaneir of which ones were good, which ones were bad.
oh.
And
So
you'll tell.
how did you and Kaneir communicate?
Well, I mean, I lived here, and when I was here, he would tell me what was going on, but it was all verbal.
I thought you had a. Sorry, I thought Krusk had the upper left temple.
No, Krusk
bad.
was at the main temple.
Okay, that's my bad.
Agnon had the northwest temple.
Correct.
I was thinking they had a sending stone or something. Anyway,
No, they were
Krusk
opposite.
was in recruiting and training. That was his
Gotcha.
main public role.
How can we use our baits to catch bigger fish?
I just
I would
can't believe this
you let
big
me
bad guy
live-
was
I would testify against Kiernev, but once I do, he's gonna definitely kill me. Like,
So how about this? We accompany you to the trial where you testify against Karenev, and we protect you,
And then take you to space.
and then throw you
Yeah.
off our ship.
In space.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's not a bad deal.
It's probably the best deal you're gonna get.
I mean,
currently, so
Agnon, would you acquiesce to us protecting Kresk while he testifies against Kiernan?
I think we have to proceed carefully. If Enerv is the power behind this, that means that other cardinals are in danger, and I might have to go directly to the head of church on this.
Church.
Church.
Yeah, you guys have. I think I told you the name before.
Lost in the annals of history.
Yeah. It is the head of church, Perrins. Opal.
That's right.
So Perrins. Maybe I need to take this to Perrins. I don't know. It's not the process you're supposed to do, but it might be better in this.
Well, we need to warn the other two cardinals that they're assassination targets.
I don't have stones for that, but I can cast a spell. Give me a second.
Well, you also send one of your dudes just to walk over.
I don't use guards as much.
Okay.
that's probably wise.
Well, they're assigned by the temple. They're all very good. They're all outside, by the way, not in this room. Just give me a second. And he closes his eyes. Mouth is moving, but no sound's coming. And okay, I warned Kathka. Give me a second. And all of a sudden you hear bells ringing.
Oh.
Bells ringing all throughout the city. He goes, "Oh no." And from your vantage point, because you're attached to the airship moorings, which are well elevated, you see in the near the, if you remember when you went into the temple, there's these huge foyers. To the left and right are different meeting rooms. Then there's the interrogation or trial chamber. And then there's also a main throne room, which you've never seen anyone on. But out of one of the chimneys, black smoke starts pouring out and bells are ringing all over.
Oh.
Pope died.
And
Oh.
Agnon looks stunned
Is it?
because he hears, I said, I heard back from Kafka. Duladane had to fall down the stairs and died.
Uh-oh.
Dula Dane's Dula dead, unfortunately.
Dula done.
And that's where we're going to
Dula
end tonight.
Hey!
That was fun.
Yeah, good shift. Fun times, guys.
Good
Yeah.
shift.
Good shift.
I love a good death cliffhanger.
That was fun.
I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great session. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
Good one.
Yeah, and trial, aftermath, cliffhanger.
I like it.
Remember, we'll be back we're off for 2 weeks. We'll be back
26th.
26, and then for the next month in a row. And
All
we'll
right.
see you in a few.